right, welcome back to the Friday show. I'm Scott Jagal, along with Ray Pollock. We're so glad to have you with us. We're in the infield winner's circle at Pimlico. Where else would we be the day before the Preakness? Now the question is, tomorrow afternoon, who will be coming through this winner's circle? Will it be the Derby winner, American Pharoah, moving him on to the Belmont with a chance at the Triple Crown?
Well, I think there's a very, very good chance Bob Baffert will be here. I'm not sure if it's going to be with American Pharoah or his stablemate Dortmund, who ran third in the Derby. It's a heck of a 1-2 punch, just like he had in the Kentucky Derby. It's happened before, though.
Yeah, stablemates running against each other when one of them still has a chance at the Triple Crown. That was the subject of much discussion at the annual Alibi Breakfast here in Baltimore.
I'm here to try to win the Preakness, and that's my #1 goal, whether it's Dortmund or American Pharoah. And so Wayne's been here before. He beat himself. You know, he beat the Derby winner one year, and it happened. But I don't think Wayne felt bad about it when he left here. So.
It is a contest. It is a race. You can't mail it in, and he's in a great position. I'd like to trade places with him. In fact, I tried to.
Most of the riders, sports riders, you know, everybody, you know, they put all their weight on the Triple Crown. We need it. With horse racing needs it. Hey, we need to put on a good show when we come to these races, and that's what it's all about.
Of course, Bob Baffert knows a thing or two about the Preakness. He's come here with 15 starters and won it 5 times. And all 3 of his Derby winners who came to the Preakness were victorious. So he definitely knows what he's doing when he comes to Baltimore.
That's right, and the two Preakness winners who didn't win the Kentucky Derby, Point Given and Looking at Lucky, probably should have won. They had terrible trips or very unlucky. The thing I like about this year's Preakness, though, it's not just a 2-horse race. Let's not forget about Firing Line on the outside. The difference, I think, though, is that Simon Callahan, his trainer, doesn't have that experience that Baffert has. He hasn't been through the Triple Crown before. It's very demanding.
Yeah, he's only 32 years old, but let's not forget that his jockey is 52 and has been here many times. In fact, won the Preakness 2 years ago on Oxbow in an upset, and Gary Stevens loves these moments.
And we came out on the short end of the stick in the Derby, but we're going to try and turn the tables on Saturday. And we're here to put on a show, and that show is the tight finishes, and I'm sure you guys are going to see another exciting race on the weekend.
All right, we've heard from some of the connections, so now it's time to make our Preakness picks. Who are you going with?
Well, I'm going to take a horse that we haven't talked about, Divining Rod, the winner of the Coolmore Lexington Stakes at Keeneland. He's a fresh horse. He's dangerous. I like his pedigree. I'm boxing him in exactas with American Pharoah and Dortmund.
I'm hoping to see American Pharoah move on to the Belmont with a chance at the Triple Crown, but for betting purposes, the 2 favorites are drawn inside, might be some trouble. I'm going to go outside with Firing Line and Gary Stevens.
All right, well, that's tomorrow. Today at Pimlico, they've got a new event, Bet Like a Girl. It's a female handicapping challenge with 7 of the best-known female handicappers from around the country competing for $30,000 in prize money.
And we talked to several of the competitors, and let's just sum it up this way. It is on.
I should do a little, Muhammad Ali, a little, you know, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Janine, Donna, Maggie, they got nothing on me, but no.
I want to beat Caton, because Caton's the one I saw on the Pollock Report. Caton's like blowing us all away, and I'm like, I'm okay being the underdog.
I'm pointing for Caton because I think she's one of the best handicappers, and I think she's one to beat. Am I not aggressive? I'm not aggressive.
Gabby Gaudette's sweetheart, but do I want her to beat me? No. Am I going to try to beat her? You better believe it.
I'm definitely the X Factor. I think it's like riding a bike, though. You know, you never really forget.
$1,000 bankroll. I'm taking about 3/4 of that bankroll and actually splitting it between 3 of my top horses.
You just have to go all in, and the key's going to be handicapping. If you pick winners, you're going to win.
I like the idea of taking a stand late in the card, anchoring it, having a couple of bets that I went a little bit more heavily on, and then from there trying to pick a few long shots.
A little bit of stats, facts, research, and then also a little bit of women's intuition.
There's nobody that I would put on a higher platform of competition, male or female, than what we've got in this group. I think it's a grade 1 all the way, I really do.
You know, you don't hit 9 out of 10 winners and because you bet like a girl and that's significant. You do it because you can handicap.
All right, so who is going to get the money in the Bet Like a Girl contest?
Well, we had a poll on the Pollock Report, and Caitlin Bradar was the fan favorite. She got the most votes. Trailing the field was Gabby Gaudette. That's who I'm going with. She's the local hometown girl. She has all the knowledge here at Pimlico. That's who's going to get the money.
You're on the long shots today. I guess I'll go with Christina. She talked a good game. All right, that's it for this edition of the Friday Show. Enjoy Preakness weekend, and we'll see you next time.